Hello, beautiful ones. How are you today? It's a really big day here in the States where we hopefully find out about this election situation. So yeah, just checking in to see how you're all doing. And if you're not from the US, then I know UK girls, you are in lockdown. So sending big love to you. And for my Aussies, most of you are, in fact, there's no lockdown in Australia at the moment, which is fantastic. So listen, I wanted to come on and speak about something very important that it will empower you. I was teaching yesterday my most phenomenal client, and you know, you can never be reminded enough that it is not about the guy, right? I just want to put that in huge neon lights for you to wear across your forehead, to tattoo on your vagina, whatever you need to do to really get this message that it is not about the man completing you. You know, we have so many people coming and joining my amazing program, Soul to Soul. And people think that they're joining because they're like, you know, it's just the guy. Once I meet him, then everything is going to be amazing. And I'm like, no, sister, I understand. Yes, of course you want to meet your man, but it's not about the man. It's about you. It's about your alignment with your beautiful heart space, getting your heart open, getting your vulnerability really supercharged so that you can actually present, hi Stevie Nicks, hi gorgeous, so that you can present the real authentic version of you, not just to your closest friends, but to the guy that you really like. Because I know personally, I would do anything but that. I was like, there is no way in hell I'm going to let a man in to see like the real me, because just say he doesn't like that. You know, it hasn't been safe in the past, and men don't like women that are really self-expressed and taking up space and dreaming big. Like that's not, you know, men don't like that. So I was dumbing myself down and being who I thought, you know, the guy at the time I was dating wanted me to be. Can you relate? It's a really easy trap to fall into that I see so many of my divine clients doing before they come and work with me. And then I'm like, listen, we're going to park men to the side for a bit, right? This is why I only work with single women, because until it's about you, it's never going to be about you. And this is about you showing the universe and yourself, hang on a minute, I matter. And there's nothing more important in my life than getting into the deep divine alignment with who I was born to be. What is your magic? What is so fucking spectacular about you? If you have trouble answering that, or it's just a real like superficial answer where you're like, well, I'm amazing and I'm beautiful, but you're not feeling it, red flag, darling. So many people freak out when I ask that question. I'm like, what is so phenomenal about you? And you should be able to answer that very, very instantly. To go, I am fucking the best thing since sliced bread, and really, really emit so much joy when you're saying that. This is about you, you know, healing those fears, healing those shitty beliefs that have been robbing you up until now, healing the body image, the issues that you think that it is. It's not about your weight. It's not about the city that you live in. It's not about whether you're good in bed or not. It's none of those things. It's not about your age or whether you've had Botox or not. It's none of those things. It is about how connected you are to yourself. How much light are you shining out from within? Because that's what true magnetism is. You know those people when you're around them. You're just like, this person is such a delight to be around. People that are really flowing with their, you know, from their beautiful essence from within. They don't need anything from you. They're not needy. They're not coming in with a motive or an agenda. You know that their company is just so heavenly to hang out with because they're adding, right, to your life. You're feeling like after you leave, you know, say a lunch date or whatever, you're just like, oh my God, I could have spent the whole day or the whole week with that person. Well, that's how you need to feel about yourself. So please stop putting your self-worth outside of you and telling yourself that it's just the guy, because that is very disempowered, and it's you basically saying, I need someone to complete me, which is set up for disaster, because that's going to have you end up in a codependent relationship where you bring 50 and they bring 50, and that makes 100, that makes a whole. No, it's about you getting into a deep, sacred love affair, untapping your sensuality, untapping your self-expression, your power, your voice, and what the fuck that it is that you want from this life, and getting so congruent with such divine alignment with that right? So you've got clarity, certainty, conviction in your energy field. And guess what? By the law of attraction, when you do the work on yourself to really be embodied in what it is that you want to receive, you can't help but attract it in. And for many of you, you've got it in your head that, you know, attracting in your soulmate, it would be easier to go to Mars. No. If you can attract in a free cup of coffee, I'm just going to put on this spa while I'm here because I would like it to be a bit warmer, thank you very much. Then you can attract in your soulmate. It's really that simple. It's a mindset. But many of you are like, oh, no, that's just so hard. It's impossible. I've practically already given up. I'm in my plan B. Fuck your plan B. If you have a plan B, then you will end up with plan B. You cannot be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You need to be both feet in, and that requires you getting out of your comfort zone. That requires you knowing thyself, trusting thyself that you are enough, that you're not going to run away from love and sabotage when you get scared, sabotage when it's really good. Oh God, I've got to somehow mess this up because it surely can't be this good, where you're waiting for the ball to drop. You're waiting for the wheels to fall off. That's a mindset. And that's come from your little girl from within. She needs the healing. She needs you to take her seriously. She needs you to make her the priority because she holds the keys to the kingdom, right? She really does. And that is why it's one of my most potent things that I teach, where women who have done therapy for over 10 years are like, are you fucking kidding me? I've got my life and I've got the relationship with myself in a matter of weeks, and yet I've been spending a decade trying to figure this out, just talking about the same old thing. Because we have sisterhood. The women that we invite in are ready to play full out. They're ready to be all in. That is why we have a beautiful, juicy investment where you need to get out of your comfort zone and do whatever it's going to take yourself seriously, to show the universe, do you know what? Fuck this settling bullshit. I'm not willing to do that for another day. I want the creme de la creme relationship. I want my life on steroids. I want to thrive even during COVID. So I just loop back to, you know, the first part of this message, which is, I don't want you to ever utter the words, well, when I meet my soulmate, then I'm going to be happy. That's the only thing that's missing, because that is you saying that you're only enough with a guy in your life, that he completes you. And it's not who you are, and it's not powerful, and it's not going to set you up for a really beautiful soul-connected relationship. You'll constantly end up being disappointed because you're putting your happiness in the hands of someone else, and that is disempowerment. The only person that completes you is you. And when you establish and cultivate that dynamic, heart-connected relationship with yourself, where you're willing to dig deep and to heal those wounds and to completely heal that not enoughness, and fill yourself up with deservability, it is palpable. It is so palpable. People want to be around you. There's a reason that when my women come to me, they're like, I hate online dating. I hate dating, period. I'm fucking over it. The guys suck. I'm done. I'm going to freeze my eggs and I'm just going to have a baby on my own. I'm like, sister, is that what you really want? And they start crying. They're like, no, that's not what I want. But right now, dating doesn't feel fun for me. And right now, like, I'm sick of not getting what I want. I want to have a baby. Not everyone wants a baby, but many of you. And I was like, great. So stop with your plan B and check this out. When my women do this deep work, they say, they end up in a relationship and their friends say, how did you attract this guy online when before you were attracting jerk-offs? They're like, same app, different energy. Same app, different mindset. Okay? That's pretty powerful. They're going back on the same apps. It's not the photo. It's not the description online, because if anyone's telling you, well, this is how you attract your soulmate, just, you know, make a really good profile description and that's going to do it, or just say this and that's going to do it, or just post this picture and that's going to do it. That is so top line. That is so fucking ridiculous, because we are all energy and people are feeling your energy beyond your profile picture, beyond what you're telling, you know, the world that you are with that profile. They're feeling an energy. So this is about you getting your energy dialed in so that you can live a lit up life and then attract in your soulmate from a place of the overflow, from abundance, from belief that, yeah, I can have this and he's not here to complete me. You want a guy in your life, a soulmate in your life, because you desire it. not because you need it. That's a very big difference between really desiring something from a place of passion and joy versus really needing someone to complete us. Okay? So are you in plan A or plan B? What are you doing right now to set yourself up for a fucking amazing 2021? Because honestly, Soul to Soul is the fast train. This is about getting you into the most orgasmic version of you, getting your sensuality plugged in, the intimate relationship with you plugged in. Because if you don't have that plugged in, sister, there's no way you're going to experience true intimacy with your soulmate, with your man. Forget the soulmate, with a man, because you won't even be attracting your soulmate, okay? Now, I know you can attract a man without doing Soul to Soul. That's not the issue. But this community is about you actually going for the high-hanging fruit and actually getting what you want when it comes to relationship. Not settling, not compromising, not just trying to fit in with what you think you should be having, but going, no, this is the kind of relationship that I want. And then coming and doing the deep work that's going to have you way out of your comfort zone and investing in yourself potentially for the very first time, like so many of my women. They've invested in all these other things, university, holidays, freaking cars, you name it, but they're like, whoa, when it comes to me, like, I paid like $100 for a meditation course. I'm like, sister, you think that's going to cut it? But then you'll go to university for 3 years and spend over 100K. Let's get some context here about where your energy's been going and what you've been valuing. Because if you are not happy from within, all those fucking things are redundant. The success, the money, all of it is redundant if you are not feeling at peace and in harmony and in flow with who you really are. And you can't put a price on that feeling. It's like winning the jackpot. When you come home to yourself and you're just waking up feeling so happy in your skin. When you look in the mirror, you're like, hey sister, and you're doing high fives. You can't not attract in your soulmate and divine opportunities. And yes, your bank account is going to be amplified. A huge side effect of working with me is you up-level your money consciousness. So I had a woman that came to me. She's an accountant, amazing client. And she was like, I'm an accountant and I'm in so much debt and I'm so like embarrassed to admit that out loud. And it doesn't make sense for me to invest in myself when I'm in debt. I'm like, yeah, it does, because your mindset sucks right now. And when you have a mindset that sucks with money, it's the same mindset that you're doing to attract in the dreggy men. It's in lack, it's in scarcity, it's in not enoughness, it's in non-deservability. It's, you know, this person racked up debt because she was trying to do all these things to try and make herself feel better because she felt dead inside. So therefore, she's racking up all this credit on meaningless things because she's just like, oh, I'm just trying to get my fix. I'm trying to get my hit. That's the consumer in me trying to just placate the fact that I feel like I'm not where I want to be in my life. I'm like, well, instead of doing that, come in, heal your debt issues just as a side effect. Let's up-level your bank account, but let's get you into alignment with your beautiful heart and self so that you can attract in your soulmate and completely up-level every area of your life as you know it. And if that's not worth investing in, sisters, then I don't know what we're doing here. Seriously. This is the most potent time for you to put yourself first, to set yourself up for a really powerful 2021, no matter what the universe throws at us, no matter if there's still this pandemic, a different pandemic, who's in government, all of these external factors. When you put the energy into yourself right now to get yourself solid and grounded and into your heart, you can be with anything and you're not going to be knocked off your perch. And that is power. And that is someone, right, that's going to be super magnetic because people want to be around you. They're like, whoa, how come you're not losing your shit every 5 minutes? I want to hang around you. You seem really stable. You're not being knocked off your perch every 5 seconds by all these influencers. Wow, I want to hang around you because you've got a really sturdy center. It's like you're anchored in. That is so, so, so powerful. And I so want that for you. So, you know, this is about how we navigate through life really powerfully. That is so much of what I teach, is you really up-leveling to get this rock star, amazing mindset, that the root of this mindset is connected to your divine feminine power. And the feminine is around allowing, receiving, trusting, letting go, surrendering, dreaming really, really big, holding the vision, expecting to get the outcome, and receiving it. Everything that I teach is rooted into your divine feminine. And so many of you, you might be wearing a floral dress, but that ain't embodying the feminine. Feminine is a way of being, not doing. And the more you sit in the seat of your feminine power, you are able to magnetize those things into your life. Whereas so many of you are trying to hustle and grind and think it's a numbers game when it comes to men. And you're leading with all this bravado and you're in your masculine and you're just putting up a different profile pic, but you're attracting in the same dicks. Different pic, same dick. Oh boy. I'm like rapping over here. But it's true. And it's just never going to get you what you want because you're not bringing in your heart energy. And I tell you what, living life from the feminine and really taking up all the space and being you unapologetically, isn't that what we're all here for? To be the most self-expressed version of ourselves and to really set those desires into action and be like, yes, I am abundant. I'm amazing at receiving. I'm amazing at relationships. I'm amazing with attracting in money. Yes. Because this is really the conversation where so many of you are scared to be happy. And you like your drama. And you like your excuses. You even like your illnesses and the pain in your body because it's a reason, it's a way out for you to hide. And I know that sounds like really full on, but I can say that with authority because I have women coming to me in deep pain in their body, physically. And that all gets healed because it's an emotional pain underneath. So do you want your fear and your suffering, or do you want your dream, flow, abundance? That's my question to you. Because the fact that you're in this community, the fact that you're listening to this live tells me that you want all of this and more. And it's not greedy, it's your fucking birthright. And my team and I cannot wait to speak to those of you that are ready to liberate yourself and to step the fuck up and to say a hell's yes to yourself, to this life, and to show the universe that you're fucking serious, that you're ready for everything that your heart desires. Okay? Big, big love. Mwah.